talking about amber. So as I said yesterday, not an essential oil, but we do call it an essential oil. We say amber oil, but it's not, because it's actually a fossilized resin that secreted from the tree. And I meant to put my amber beads on for this video, but never mind. And if I remember rightly, and maybe I don't, but I think it has to be 35 million years old to qualify to be called amber. What they do is they grind it down into a powder, then they put it into beeswax and then into a carrier oil, usually sunflower oil, and then they mix it with other essential oils to make a blend. Now, the reason for that, and the reason why it's okay, is because no one tree makes amber oil. It's just a fossilized resin of a conifer oil, so it might come from frankincense or benzoin or myrrh, and so there's all different types of constituents in it. But think about it, you know, this is a snapshot of something that happened 35 million years ago. So if you read Valerie Ann Warwood's work, I was really pleased to read something that she put into words what I'd already been thinking, and she put it most beautifully. That, you know, you're using a snapshot of a world that we cannot even imagine. It's so far before us. And she says that if time's cyclical, then it helps us to know where we've been, and it holds the mystery of the planet. And I thought that's lovely. And I have to say, the thing that I use amber for the most is lifting trauma. And whether that would be from this lifetime or from previous lifetimes, but usually this lifetime. And things happen to us, don't they? And they do traumatize us, and they don't have to be things like you know, we always think sexual abuse or car accidents, but lots of things traumatize us. I mean, I've been treating a really lovely little girl who was traumatized by the simplest thing, in that she had been violently sick, and that had traumatized her, and now she don't want to sleep in her own bed. She just wants to be with the mum and dad. She's frightened of going to sleep in the bed where she was sick. It's a trauma. So we've been using different oils, including amber, for that, you know, and it's lovely, and it smells so beautiful. It's sort of vanilla-y, but deeply, deeply sexy, deep musky kind of smell. You might have seen ambergris on things about perfumery, and that was a big thing in the olden days, Victorian times. Was some kind of deposit from the sperm whale. I can't remember exactly how it was done, but it's not allowed to be used anymore. But amber smells like it. But if you look at ambergris in the dictionary, it makes me laugh actually. That I think quite often it says it smells like cow dung. How can they possibly know? And can that possibly be right? Because everybody wanted it in their perfume. I don't know. But amber supposedly smells like that. I think it smells nicer, to be fair. Mum talks about it a lot in her Garden of Eden book, and it is one that she and Michael both used extensively. She talks about how it's ruled by Mars, and it's extremely good for clearing toxins. So we might say toxins left over from trauma, but Michael did a lot of work for clearing heavy metals and petrochemicals out of the system with it, and particularly it's got an affinity for the lungs. So if somebody's got a lot of crap in the lungs you know, I used to live by the M6, and I was breathing all that pollution in by the M6, and what happened to my lungs? I ended up with only one that works. That's beautiful amber medicine. Get rid of it, purge it out, and you will make you cough. You will be coughing, and you'll be coughing up all sorts of gunk, but it gets it out of the system. And because it's Mars medicine, it's not gentle, you know, it like that with you, and that's good. I like that. But also it's good for people who are ruled by Mars, so warriors, or athletes, or soldiers, anyone who has kind of got this aggressive, not nature, but aspect to them. In particular, I'm going to say athletes who tear muscles, and then you get the toxic residue that's left behind from that. You've got the warriors, the soldiers who have got PTSD, and you've got the residue left from that. Amber, amazing medicine. Put it with helichrysum to get rid of the debris that's left behind, and of course cannabis, and we'll get to that at a different day. It won't be by the time we get to see, I'm sure, for that. So yeah, torn muscles and accumulated toxins. So if you're doing your if you've decided you're going to do the cellulite one with your angelica and cypress and fennel and whatever else we put in, you could put some amber in. That would get rid of some toxins there. But all that said, it's calming. It's very, very calming. So while it is a warrior's oil, it's not stimulating. It's bring it down, calm it down, and it's very, very nice. So blends with angelica, cedarwood, cinnamon. Yeah, that's I'd forgotten that blend, but that's nice. Geranium, jasmine, labdanum. Labdanum is also a very good therapy for removing trauma. That's the word, for lifting trauma. And what you'll find is quite often, when I was saying there's different oils mixed with it, so frankincenses and stuff like that, there's usually quite a large amount of labdanum mixed in. So in terms of blending, they're very easy to blend because it constitutes a large portion of the oil quite often. Rose, tuberose, so sexy misses. You can, that's don't need to say any more than that, do I? Sandalwood, vanilla, vetiver, and vetiver and amber. You're going to hit the floor, guys. That's very, very relaxing. Ylang ylang, and Valerie and Roy would put them with hyacinth and benzoin, which I wouldn't have thought of either of them, but I trust her. That sounds absolutely heavenly. So you might want to try blending with those. So that's amber. And tomorrow, aniseed, also known as anise, and not to be confused with star anise. So yeah, look out for tomorrow. You might want to have your pens and papers ready, and don't forget, you've got your black book, my first one, complete guide. There's loads of space in there. Write lots of stuff into your black book. Okay, see you soon.